Welcome back. If you've just joined us, you're watching the Daily Roundup with Nina. Now, Namibia is set to participate in the upcoming Economic and Tourism Forum in the Poro Region, Côte d'Ivoire, on the margins of the African Cup of Nations Games taking place in Côte d'Ivoire between the 20th to the 21st of January 2024. The forum will be hosted by the government of Côte d'Ivoire through its embassy in Namibia. For more details, I'm now joined by Ambassador Salma Ashipala Musavi, High Commissioner of Namibia to Ghana. Ma'am, good evening and welcome to the show.
Good evening, Nina.
Madam Musavi, talk to us about how Namibia plans to leverage its participation in the Economic and Tourism Forum during the African Cup of Nations to promote trade and investment opportunities, especially in the context of the AFCFTA.
Well, as you have mentioned, the main event here is the Africa Cup of Nations, and the Economic and Tourism Forum is really a side event. Now, we live in the era of intra-African trade through the African, and what we intend to do is that if you want to sell, for African countries to know what you have, you must have a platform to inform them, because the African Continental Free Trade Area is really about African countries trading among one another. So there are 4 African nations having teams in Korogo, that is Côte d'Ivoire, Namibia, South Africa, and Tunisia. And we decided that we are going to grab these opportunities so that we can promote business opportunities in Namibia. So we are aiming at increasing our database of companies and also mapping out ways of following up after the event.
Mm-hmm. Given the absence of a Namibian embassy in Abidjan, how does the government plan to address the challenges and effectively cover all issues at the forum through the embassy in Accra?
Well, it's true that we don't have a resident embassy in Côte d'Ivoire at the moment, but we are in the process of finalizing the appointment of an honorary consul in Côte d'Ivoire, so that person will then be working with the Namibian High Commission in Accra, promoting our interests and promoting business opportunities, also informing our mission in Accra as to what opportunities are there in Accra, as well as rendering services and assistance to Namibians who might be traveling to Accra. So that is what we are doing to address that challenge. Mm-hmm. In terms of the second part of the question, we are from the land of the brave. We utilize any opportunity that come our way. We have resourced people enough here in Korogo to participate fully in the 3 sessions that are assigned to Namibia. And we have a display booth, we have promotional materials. We are ready to tell Korogo about business opportunities in Namibia.
Fantastic. Madam Musavi, can you provide insight into the specific trade and business opportunities that Namibia aims to showcase at the forum, considering the growing African interest in the country?
Our main objective in participating at this forum is really to increase and create market access for our products as well as services in the context of the African Continental Free Trade Area. So, for example, in agriculture, we want to promote our meat and meat products. We want to promote our dates, given that there is a vast Muslim population in Côte d'Ivoire and the rest of Africa. West Africa, grapes, for example, and blueberries. And most of these products that I have referred to are actually imported into West Africa. Now, in terms of services in agriculture, there is increasing interest in joint ventures in setting up of abattoirs, including investing in canning factory for us to resume the production of corned beef, which is also popular in West Africa. Mm-hmm. Then we want to promote our biltong, our druevot, the cow and game hides, which are also in demand here. We are also looking at our ngaras, the embe, and other products. Fisheries, we are promoting the horse mackerel, fish meal for chicken feed. You will be surprised that there is a lot of interest in oysters from Namibia, especially among the top restaurants in Côte d'Ivoire and in Ghana. The culinary sector of Côte d'Ivoire, for example, is quite advanced, and we are hoping that we can generate interest here as well. Although the challenge is transportation, but I'm sure we'll find ways of going about that. Then we have wine and the cold cuts and beer as well. We have pasta polana and other goods. We have cosmetics. We are promoting our cosmetics sector. We are also promoting a company in Namibia that is producing street lights. We are hoping that we can get interest in that product. And in terms of services, what we are promoting is actually construction experts and construction engineers. We realize that there is room there. And then we are also promoting our engineers who have skills in drainage system. And where we are thinking of joint ventures between a Namibian company, for example, and some over here. As I mentioned, it's a perennial challenge in most of West Africa, which Namibia could turn into business opportunities. And then you have tourism, which is also another major focus of the forum. So we want to seek investment in tourism infrastructure in Namibia, and then connect our tour operators with tour operators in Côte d'Ivoire and other countries that will be attending the forum. Those are really some of the sectors that we are going to be highlighting during the forum.
Fantastic. And what support or resources is the Namibian government providing to ensure the successful representation and participation of critical stakeholders with promoting Namibia's goods and services?
Oh, no, here I really should say that we would not have pulled this off without the support and assistance from government, especially the Ministry of International Relations and Cooperation. We have promotional materials from the Ministry of Industrialization and Trade. The Ministry of Environment and Tourism have actually sent one of their directors here who is going to make a presentation on Saturday morning. And then the Investment Promotion and Development Board has also sent us an officer who is based in Pretoria, who is also coming to talk about investment opportunities in Namibia. We have products from various companies in Namibia, and we have the meat. As I said, we are really set to fly the flag of Namibia very high, just as the brave warriors are doing here in Korogo.
I love it. And lastly, ma'am, how does Namibia plan to foster collaboration and partnerships with the government of Côte d'Ivoire and other participating countries to enhance economic ties and mutual benefits?
You know, as I mentioned, there are only 4 countries here. But the focus in this case will be on Côte d'Ivoire. We are in the process of finalizing our General Cooperation Framework Agreement. So that is the agreement that we spell out all the sectors which Namibia and Côte d'Ivoire will participate in. We want to conclude an agreement between our chambers of commerce, but most importantly, or equally important, we were seeking to connect our SMEs in the various sectors, especially women, because SMEs in West Africa are women-dominated. So we want to connect them to our SMEs in Namibia. And hopefully by the time we leave Korogo, everybody who was here will know about Namibia, and they will take an interest in dealing with Namibia.
Ambassador Salma Chipala-Musavyi, thank you so much for taking time to speak to us this evening. Thank you for being with us.
Thank you very much, Nina, and please let's wish all the best to the brave warriors.
Indeed so. Well, that was Ambassador, High Commissioner of Namibia to Ghana.